Hi there, this is the first in a series of tutorials looking at producing a CAD model of a sweet dispenser. It's going to be using the CAD software Onshape, and in the first set of tutorials we're looking at using the CAD commands extrude and subtract. These will be used to produce 3D models of the frame base, frame sides, frame top, drawer, tray and stopper. For first level of success there, progressing past level 2, we're looking for all components to be modelled apart from the tray, and they may have some dimensional errors, and we're getting some support. At the middle level of success there, we're looking for all components to be modelled with possibly with some minor inaccuracies in them. And finally, for that top level of success, we're looking for all components to be modelled accurately. So we're really taking care to get the right dimensions from the tutorial. We're going to Onshape. I've already opened up onshape.com and I've signed in. This is the model of the sweet dispenser that we'll be creating. And you can see it's got the drawer there that can even slide back and forth. The first part we'll be making will be the base, which looks something like this here. Just to give you a quick introduction to Onshape before we get started. At the top here, you've got the name of the project, so example sweet dispenser. Below that, we've got the kind of undo, redo buttons. We've got our option to add a sketch, and we've got various other CAD commands that we'll be using as we progress through this project. The top right here, we've got a little view cube. You can use that to rotate round and see different parts of your model there. You can also click these little arrows here, and you can also click on those corners there as well and use the rotate there. And the little cube below that there, you can click that there. This is something that's really useful. If you say zoom in too far or zoom out, you can go click on that there and go zoom to fit, and it will zoom to fit the model on screen there as well. You can also get select things like isometric, which is the kind of default view, which is also often useful to return to while you're working on a model. On the left hand side here, we've got a little model tree. You can see we've got the sketch and the extrude for the first model here, and down here we've got the parts that are included in the model space. In these models here, we're just going to only ever have one part in a model space. Down here, you'll see you've got the different components within this project. So we've got, as I mentioned, this is the kind of project we're in, and then down here we've got lots of different tabs for all the different parts there. So as I said, we're going to be starting doing the base, and then we'll move on to support and the top. So I'm going to go back out of this. I'm going to create a new project. So I'm going to go create, I'm going to go document there, and I'm going to call it sweet dispenser, and I'm going to click OK there. And just give that a second to open up. And we've got our plane, so we've got a plane kind of flat there, which is the top plane. We've got front and right, the kind of vertical planes that pointing in at 90 degrees to each other, going in different directions there. And you can draw on these planes here and work around them. I've set my mouse up to use what we call the AutoCAD commands there, and you can change that if you want in your preferences. So that means that if I hold down my scroll wheel in the middle of my mouse button, I can pan around in the space, and if I hold down the mouse button and shift, I can rotate the object in the space as well. But you can always just use the view cube up here as well. So the first thing you want to do is create a sketch. So we're going to go up to the sketch button, going to click on that there, and it's asking what sketch plane do we want. So I'm going to click that top sketch plane there, and then I'm going to click top on that view cube to rotate that round. And then I'm going to go up here, and you see the toolbars changed at the top here. It's now knows we're in sketch mode, so it's kind of giving us sketch tools. And if you hover over it, it gives you a bit of an explanation and also how to use the tool as well. So I want to use the corner rectangle. I'm going to click on that tool. I'm going to hover over that middle point there, and so that means our shape will be constrained to this middle point, and I'm going to drag that out. And I can just click there, and they've got some dimensions there that we can then go in and edit. So I'm going to add the dimension tool. I'm going to click on that side there, and I'm going to click off to the side there. I'm going to enter a dimension of 80. And then on that front edge, I've just zoomed out there a little bit, on that front edge, I'm going to click again. I'm going to click to position my dimension. I'm going to give my dimension of 90 there. And that's what we want done first. I can then click on that green tick. That takes us out of the sketch, and you'll see up here that that kind of menu bar has changed. It's changed to kind of the 3D command. And we want to do an extrude. So we're going to click on extrude there. I'm going to click on that shape. And I'm just going to rotate this around a little bit so we can see it. It's giving us a 3D shape there. And what we'll go is we're going to go for, change that depth to 20 millimeters. And if we click green, you see that's then extruded to 20 millimeters. What we then want to do down under parts 1, we're going to click on part 1 to highlight it. We're going to right click on that there. And we are going to go to rename at the top there. I'm going to call that base. And also in this tab down here, I'm going to right click on that there. I'm going to go down to rename and call that base as well. So it's nice and easy when we've got all our parts open to find the parts we're looking for. You can also right click on under parts 1, the base there. And we can go edit appearance. I'm just going to go for that kind of lightish color there. So it's kind of like a wood light color there. Click that green tick, and that's our base done. I'm going to finish the tutorial here, but the next tutorial will cover creating the top part of the base with the hole in it, and also the 2 side pieces there.